thank you for tuning in to watch my video again. So if you watched my previous video, you will see that I'm also 40% Sierra Leonean, according to MyHeritage DNA. So I did the DNA test because I suspected that I was Nigerian because of my father and some of his mannerisms and some of his, attitudes and behaviors and traits I knew, and just the way that he got on so well with Nigerians and always spoke positively about them and clearly favoured Nigerians. There was favouritism going on as well. So that was all the reasons why I decided to do the DNA MyHeritage test. But Sierra Leone was not, on my list. I never for once thought that I might be from Sierra Leone, if I'm going to be honest with you. As far as I discerned, I was Nigerian on my paternal side, but, expecting that I was Ghanaian on my mother's side, but it didn't turn out to be so. Nonetheless, in hindsight, I do remember at school that my friend's mother looked so much like my mother and my grandfather. However, when I asked his mum if she was Ghanaian, she said that she was from Sierra Leone. So I do believe that on my maternal side, we're not just Sierra Leoneans. I believe that on my maternal side, my grandmother was probably from Nigeria as well, which could explain why there is, almost 50% Nigerian DNA inside of me. I believe that my grandfather was definitely the Sierra Leonean one because he looks Sierra Leone. In hindsight, just looking back, yeah, definitely it's, my grandfather looks Sierra Leone, but my grandmother looks more Nigerian. I say this as well because, my maternal grandmother does have similar features to my father and my paternal grandparents. I also remember as a child, hearing a private conversation between my father and my stepmother back in the 90s, or possibly even the late 80s. And, according to that conversation, it sounds like my maternal grandmother was family friends or long distance relatives to my paternal grandparents. And it is through this connection that my late aunt even set my father up with my mother. And my grandmother was apparently the lead person in accepting this arrangement, of my mother and my father coming together and getting married. But obviously it was done through my late aunt. But the late aunt was one of the older siblings, so she knew more information, and she knew my grandmother, her friendship groups and other long distance family members. So yeah, there you go. That's my theory. But of course, I'm going to take other tests from other DNA companies to get a clearer picture of, which aspect of me is from Sierra Leone, which I can tell you for free is my grandfather, and which aspects is from Nigeria, which again I can tell you for free comes from my father. But the missing link was my grandmother Nigerian, or was she Sierra Leonean? I think she was Nigerian because of the theories and the things that I've just explained to you. Thanks so much once again for watching my video, and for more videos, please be sure to hit the subscription notification button. Thank you very much. Bye for now.